What's happening, my film friends? David the Film Junkie here out of my daytime purgatory. I love it, though, that I always, at least every day this week, it seems like it's been the case. It's just, I always see something that I could talk about in a video right when I get home about that little movie, that little tiny movie that we're anticipating, Batman vs. Superman. And some information came about our actor, our Mr. Batman himself, Bruce Wayne, Mr. Ben Affleck, okay? Couple little things came about today. First off, he talked about taking on The Dark Knight. Yes, he actually spoke up to Entertainment Weekly, talking about the backlash, talking about taking on the role. He says a lot of good stuff, I must say, you know. He talks about taking on the role, and of course Zack Snyder and everything like that. Like the first thing he said, I wouldn't have taken the part if I didn't trust my instincts in terms of the filmmaking. That's great right there, just because he's become a filmmaker, you know? His past, what is it, 3 movies? The 3 movies that he actually directed were fantastic, you know? So that shows you right there that he's really learned a lot. I think Chris Terrio wrote a terrific script. He didn't mention Goyer. That just means they took Goyer's ideas and Chris Terrio said, here, this is how you do it, which I'm sure they were welcomed by. I'm sure Goyer and Snyder laid the foundation, and Trio just fucking filled in everything. Fucking awesome. And he says, Zack's a great visual director, and there's an interesting take. I love that. I love that. Just everything I hear about that, it's great. And then he goes on to talk about, you know, the backlash and everything like that. He talks about working out and people's expectations, you know. And he talks about how tough it is, you know, and everything. I'm going to have a link down below. I'm not going to say everything he says. There's like 3 different paragraphs of stuff that he says. So I'm going to have the link down below. Go read what he said. Come back here. Let me know what you think. I mean, he really talks about, you know, how superheroes are like, they're American myths, you know, which is true. They are. They're myths. We look at these superheroes like they're our gods. We look up to these superheroes, even though they're not real. We look up to them. So then, you know, of course, we get a little touchy when it comes to casting, which I think everybody should just shut the fuck up. Or I mean, good lord, the guy's putting his all into this. He looks the part. He's going to be the biggest Batman we've seen on the big screen. I mean, I honestly have no worries whatsoever. I think he's gonna nail it. He physically transformed into the role because I mean, have you seen the fucking guy? He's huge. Huge. He's been hitting the gym. And speaking of that, this just shows you right here that he is putting his all into it. Apparently, he might have injured himself on the set. Yeah. Scary stuff. He might have hurt his shoulder. Let's see, I'm looking over here at, I guess, the magazine Star, which is a fucking stupid celebrity tabloid. Yeah, that's kind of shitty. They reported that the 41-year-old was sent home from the set after straining his body due to a complicated move using his left shoulder. It was hurting him pretty bad, a source reveals. He's putting his all into the role, and it's pretty physically demanding. The trips to the gym are 2, sometimes 3 times a day on sets. He's like a machine. Fuck. This guy is just, he's a beast, man. Now, of course, Star is not really reliable. They're a fucking tabloid, so you're like, oh, man, I'm not gonna listen to those guys. But there is that video, like the image right here, the very first image that we saw of him on the set as Bruce Wayne. There's a video of all this, and he actually is, like, moving his left shoulder, like, as if he injured it, you know? Like, he strained it. Like, you could tell, like, it was hurting him a little bit. You could tell. So there you go right there. I'll have the video also on the same post. Yeah, so hopefully he didn't hurt himself too bad. We don't want you to hurt yourself. Careful, Ben. Careful. Use that stunt guy every now and then. But I know, you know, sometimes these actors really want to be, like, in it, you know. So hopefully he didn't hurt himself too bad if this is all true. But go check the video out. Go check what he said about playing Batman down in that first link below. You know what to do, guys. And also hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And visit filmjunkie.com. Well, you're going to visit there, right? You're going to check out that link and, you know, check out some of the other crap I got up there. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I will talk to you later.